We are grateful to our sponsors, Kelly Stafford with Stafford Tree Service, and also Kow Cow Manure. If you need your trees trimmed locally, remember Stafford Tree Service at staffordtreesvc.com, and please visit Kow Cow Manure, that's K-O-W. Remember, both of the contact details are in the description below. Red peppers. Wonderful, beautiful red peppers. Now this is yellow right now, but it's going to turn to a beautiful red. They'll actually start out green and then they start to change. And the reason I showed this one today is a lot of people have contacted me and said, oh look, I'd love to grow some fresh vegetables, but I don't have the South 40. I live in an apartment. I live in a condo. Still like watching your segments because it reminds us of what we used to do. And I realize a lot of people are restricted on space or restricted on time. Let's say you can't get down back and forth as easy as you did. Or let's say you're a youngster and you don't have time. Life is busy, but you'd still like to have some red peppers. These are kind of sweet and they're going to be crunchy, and nothing is quite as good as when you grow it yourself. This little red pepper gets about 1 inch to 2 inches in length. It'll probably get about 1.5 inches in width. And yes, you could cut it open. You could add some little cheese to it. You could put some other salad garnish with it. You can have it in a salad, or you could, of course, plant it in this container. You might want to have it out in the garden. This isn't like a little hanging basket that you could make into a basket for your porch or patio. But you could have it. You don't necessarily need support for it. Some people say, well, I could put a stake next to it. You could, and you could attach it to it. If you didn't, it's going to be fine. As far as fertilization, I'd use either a good vegetable fertilizer, which you'll see in almost every nursery, garden supply store, or any of the good water soluble would probably work too, on probably every 2 to 3 weeks. Do remember that peppers, like tomatoes, like to be fed. And by that, remember they're an annual. So they need a lot of oomph and they need it right now. So you don't want to say, well, we're going to wait, 6 months from now and see what it does. I like the idea of growing something to eat. I do. Some of my neighbors do as well. As far as mulching, you could mulch it. You don't necessarily need to. We talked about staking, pruning. I would harvest the little pepper. I'd take a little bit of the stem with the pepper, so that you don't injure the plant. As far as the foliage goes, it's nice and dark and green, and you can tell that it's been well fertilized and well watered. They normally don't have too many pests. Some of the hotter peppers don't seem to have as many pests either, because just like you and me, the insect goes, whoa, that's hot. Don't know if I really want to get into that. So some of the milder peppers, though, you'll find some of the caterpillars or some of the other critters may decide to eat along with you. And some people say I plant an extra pepper plant, one for me and one for the bugs. They're going to get some of them. If you do lose a few, no biggie. That's just part of it. Probably take you about 60 days on average to harvest, maybe 60, 75 days from the time that you get it. Of course, when you buy it already, like we just got this at the nursery, well, you've already taken care of that 75 days because someone else, the nurseryman's been growing it for you. The pepper plant, the red pepper plant, I've also had them some in yellow, and of course I grow green on occasion too. You can get peppers that are really hot. Some people like them. I mean the kind that you have to have an ice cube with it. I don't personally prefer those super hot peppers, but I know a lot of folks do. If you're growing these kind of peppers, or if you're growing those kind of 5-alarm alarm peppers, you want to send me a picture of how your pepper's doing, or your tomato or any other plant that goes bump in the yard or garden. Many people do. If you've got a question, well, I've been doing this for about 50 years, so I might know the answer. Let me know, of course, down below, and as you hit the bell and subscribe, and we need you to hit the YouTube subscribe button because we need more subscribers, and if each one of you could go get me another few more subscribers, it'd be greatly appreciated. Once again, thanks for watching.